Well, I'm back at it, and I really found some crazy finds today in these old woods. Some old history. Well, it's a beautiful day. It's 45 degrees, but the wind's blowing about 20 miles an hour. But last week, it was in the single digits and the snow on it. This is a big change, and I'm tickled to death just to get back in these old woods. It's been so long, and I'm just glad I'm able to get back in. And I just start working this place. And it ain't too long that I find a good old target, back where I left off over a year ago in these old woods. So nice to be back at it. Let's see what that is. There's a 18 to a 20. I suspect it's a bullet. Right there, just a little tree right here. Trouble is, right under it. Nope. Shotgun shell, baby. Got lucky under that tree. There you go. Let's see what that one is. That's a Federal Monarch. Not super old, but it's old. You know, I keep thinking stuff's not old, but we're talking 50s or 60s. That's 60, 70 years ago. That just goes to show you how old I am. See if that'll focus. There you go. There you go. Nice little find. Moving on. There's a 7. Let's pinpoint this thing. Right there. We'll see if we can find it. Awful low number. I ain't hitting nothing. Nothing. Go down a little bit. Yep. Hold down a little bit. Yep, that's a shotgun shell, baby. See what that is. Oh, there it is. It's awful dark here. Awful dark. But that's a Peters high velocity. I know it's hard to see right there. Peters high velocity. Right awful low for a shotgun shell. There you go. Clean up my mess and moving on. I don't know, but that's a 12 to 13. Right at the base of this, oh man, 250-year-old tree. Let's get down here to it. That's an old tree right there. What's at the base of it? Don't know. Well, that equinox don't lie. There's something there. Go down. We'll go down, son. I'm in a bad situation here. I'm between two dead fall trees. Right there. Where'd it go? Whatever it is, it's gone. Nope, there it is. Right at the base of this old tree. And I'm telling you what, you ain't gonna believe it. But I'm gonna clean it up for you. Right there it is. What a piece of lead. Or more. But here's what I found in it. Right at the base of it. That looks like that's a piece of solid lead, and it's broke. Portion of it is broke off. Look at that. And you could see it's been poured, because see, it's got a hole right there in it. Somebody's molded that and poured it. So we're talking about a huge caliber, buddy. Huge. Man, that's solid lead right there. I don't know. What a big slug right there. And I can understand if this factory be a pumpkin ball or something. But no, that's been poured. It's handmade. So that's a question mark. You just never know. But I'll show you this old tree. I done showed it once. Right there it is. It's so big, I'll have to back off of it. That is a monster, buddy. A monster. Yeah, you just think I'm full of crap, but there it is. The base of that big tree. All right, clean up my mess, and I'm moving on. There's a 12 to a 14. Way over here. Base of this tree. I don't know, between the rocks and the roots, I can get to it. Look here. Look here. No mule or a pony. Don't look like a big horseshoe. Ain't that a cute little thing? What about that? You just never know. You never know. And that's down there about 4 inches. It faces old tree roots. So that's an old one. You just never know what you find. Never know. All right, clean up my mess. Moving on. There's a 12. No iron. We'll pinpoint it. And we'll see what that is. That mix this rock. Deeper. There it is. But I'm not sure what that is. Trying to piece of a sheared off bullet or something. Old round lead sheared in half. You can see it there. Like an old piece of sheared off lead or something. Be nice. Could be a musket ball. Who knows? That's 6 inches deep there under that rock, edge of that rock. Who knows? You don't never know. But that was it. When you least expect it, you'll find something really old. All right, moving on. It's such a beautiful day, and it's so nice to be back in these woods. I feel at home. The deeper I go in these woods, the better I feel, seems like. It's just in my blood. There's a 15 to 16. Hope it's not a modern bullet. That's what I like right off the bat. Deeper. I've noticed this ground, when it's wet, it'll play tricks on these signals. Well, there it is. Shotgun shell, baby. That one's about 6 inches deep. Let's see what this one is. If you can see that, that's a UMC Nitro Club. That's an old one. 12 gauge. That's an old one. See the date there on it. Oh well, that's a nice one. It's good to be back finding them. All right, I'm gonna clean up my mess and I'm moving on. That one reads up to a 24. Yes, sir. What in the world? Nope. Shotgun shell. Shotgun shell, baby. Anything else there? Oh, there's it. We'll see what that one is. That one's a UMC Sure Shot. That's an old one. Getting pretty rough shape though. Oh well, clean up and moving on. There's a 14-15. We'll see what that is. That wind sure is strong today. But it's a pretty day. That thing popped up just as soon as I hit it. Shotgun shell, baby. Most people don't like these things, but you know, you're going to look for coins, you're sad. They're here, but far in between. But these old hunters of our old fathers, they done some hunting. We'll see what this does. There's a Winchester Ranger. All right, focus. Winchester Ranger. Nice old finds. These are finds of our fathers and grandfathers. They put food on the table for these kids. Squirrel hunting. All right, cleaning up, moving on. Well, guys, here's today's video. I'd just like to say, I thank the good Lord for giving me the opportunity just to still get back in these old woods. But a lot of people think, well, Donnie, you ain't finding nothing but trash. Well, it may be trash, but this is history just like anything else out there you find in the ground. This is history of our people, our fathers, our forefathers, grandfathers out in these mountains, in these deep woods. And there's things in these woods that you wouldn't be believed if you could just come up on them at square foot to detect them, what you might find. But anyway, here's my finds today. You know, a cool day. But anyway, here's a little old horseshoe. Now, they don't look like a regular horse, or you'd think a logging horse back in these woods where they logged them years ago. This looks like a pony. It ain't but about 4 inches wide. Looks like a pony to me, or a small horse, young horse or something. It's small for a horseshoe. It looks like a pony to me. But you can find, I did find some shotgun shells, and I just keep finding them. I love to find them. I like to find the oldest one. But I'll show you what I got here. I did find some weird stuff here. Here's an old one. It's a Peters HV. And that HV stands for high velocity. High brass shell. It's got a little more powder in it to reach out further. And that thing is from 1910 to 1927 when they made this. And it's laid kind of wet, so it's kind of deteriorating. There you go on that one. Here's an old Federal Monarch. It's old, but it's not super old. But still, this is 60, 70 years old. They made them 1950 to 1960. I made them before I started hunting and ended them. Old Federal Monarch. And it's pretty good shape. Now here's one. Remington UMC Sure Shot. And they made this one 1915 to 1942. And that Remington, well, that REM stands for Remington. And that UMC, that stands for United Metal Cartridge. UMC had merged with them, or Remington had merged with them before they took them over. So they both had the same name. And here's another one of these Remington UMCs, 12 gauge. It's a nitro club, and it's older than the other one. They made it from about the same time, I think. I'm trying to look at the dates on them here. It's 1911 to 1914, the only time they made that one. So it's a lot older than this other nitro right here. And these old, I found 2 of these Winchester Rangers. I found 2 of them. And they may have been, you look at them, by the same shotgun. See the way the firing pin hits? Maybe, maybe not. But they made these all the way up to about 72. But they started making these way back in the 20s. So you don't know what period in between them times, but they're good condition. The older the old shotgun shells are, seems like the better condition they are because they had better metal brass in them and stuff. But here's the most weirdest one during the day that I caught. And an old, big old tree is at least 250-year-old oak. What is that? I thought, well, what is that? Man, that you can see that thing is 1 inch wide right there. Of course, it's deformed a little bit. And 1/3 of it's broke off, but look at it. It's got a hole in it. This has been poured and pinched off. You can see that hole in it. So this either a big old muzzle loader way back in the day, or somebody made it for a shotgun in the early days. But that's handmade. That was poured and pinched off, melted down lead. Now you can take this lead, they say, and they can analyze it, and they can tell you where this lead comes from in the world. I wished I had just had the funds to do that. It might date how old it is. But at the base of that old tree, it's no telling. That may be in the pioneer days, way back. You just don't know. But that's awful big, ain't it? That is a piece of lead right there. I don't know of no muzzle loader caliber back then unless it'd be a 69 caliber or something way back. I don't know. It seems like it's bigger than that. Here's another one, might be a musket ball. It's broke in half. You can tell there maybe where it's been pinched off. You just don't know this history. And I found a bunch of bullets. Probably just hunting over time. Old 22 shell. Sometimes hull. Sometimes I find some really old ones, but that's just an old Winchester Super X. They've been making these for 60, 70 years. That don't mean nothing. Just old bullets that just watered up and can't recognize them. Of all sorts. Anyway, that's today's finds, guys. I'm just glad to get back out in these old woods. So I hope you enjoy me showing you this stuff. It's fun just to get out and see what's laying there from our history. This is history of our people. Well, this is dedicated to all those that can't get in these woods no more. But I love it. It's been such a beautiful day, and I praise the Lord that I'm able to walk it. I didn't think I'd be able to do this again, but I plan on doing a little bit this winter, this 3-month window, if the weather permits. So I want to say God bless every one of you. Take care out there, stay warm, and I'll see you next time.